EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Stafford. This one complete to Lacey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. On first and 10, Stafford. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Stafford on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Mike, 57.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Single.
From midfield now, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Jackson now, throwing again, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Jackson, flush to his right, caught on the slant. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Lions nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Stafford here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the end zone, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's go. Here we go. Tight dog.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready. 15 on it. Come on. Patsy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check 99. You go take. You got take. You got take right there.
Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return is stopped well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Stafford down to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Omaha, reboot. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the end. Double right.
Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Bowden. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Brings up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
32.
Second down and goal. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it's Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 30 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go! Let's go!